This is Cybert signing into Red Alert 3 on the map Casual Encounter for this classic 1v1 in the north as the blue Soviets go in Crane double reactor. This is c9q9md. And in the south, playing green, I believe also playing Soviets. Yes, indeed. It's a Soviet mirror. This is Zeke. All right, before we get too carried away with what will possibly just be Stingrays forever, let us cover a couple of things. Number one, Casual Encounter. This was sent in by a viewer. This game is from like 2012. Someone sent it in and they were like, hey, we have got a game that is not on Infinity Isle, and I was super jazzed, so I wanted to check this out, and then I opened the replay and it has c9q9md in it. Now this year, 2021, c9q9md has been providing some pretty entertaining and unorthodox games, but back in the day, he did occasionally play a standard. Oh, is he going to crush? He crushes the MCV. If you crush the MCV, you do get more cash for it than if you just sell it off, so that's why that happens. And speaking of new maps, Casual Encounter, not a new map, but an unplayed map most of the time, we have an upcoming Christmas tournament. So the Game Replays Xmas 2021 tournament, well, it's really 3 tournaments. It's December 18th and 19th. You can sign up to, I think, the middle of the day, GMT, December 18th. It'll be linked in the description. $630 up in prizes, including 6 random draw $20 prizes. So lots of Stingrays coming in here for c9q9md, and backstab Stingrays circling around the north side for Zeke. Zeke and C9 going to be going to town on each other with these Stingrays, just trying to electrocute each other forever and ever. Expansion going to be a bit slower for c9q9md because if he wants it, he's going to have to get a Sputnik out there with no MCV. At any rate, we have got a tournament coming up. It's 3 tournaments, so if you can't participate in one, you might be able to participate in one of the other 2. And at the current moment, Demon is not signed up, so someone other than Demon might win a tournament in 2021. We'll see. But let's get back to the Stingray action as C9 is getting encircled, but at the same time pressuring with his double naval yard Stingray production in the south. He's actually sold off one of the naval yards, switching it over after his cash boost from his MCV cell expired, trying to break down those walls. Zeke doing the exact same thing, but Zeke getting a Terror Drone infect from c9q9md because of that Terror Drone surprise. One of those things that can happen with a Harvester is the Terror Drone spawns, and that happens for c9q9md, and he's going to get 1, possibly 2 kills with this Terror Drone. No, the Terror Drone does get eliminated, and Zeke going to be under a little bit of threat, but he's still expanded, and his MCV heading up to the north. He is going to be able to recover from this. C9, on the other hand, just trying to draw this out as long as possible. He might, actually sell off of both refineries. The problematic thing there is that Zeke now has fewer buildings. If this comes down to a pure base race type scenario, Zeke just has fewer buildings. The MCV will be a big advantage for him in a base race situation, but he's got 5, maybe 6 Stingrays spread out throughout the map, and c9q9md has similar numbers as well. There's the overcharges coming in. C9 landing 1 death, and the others are going to be trading places back and forth. C9 coming out ahead in that exchange with 2 Stingrays surviving, but I think that might have been his Stingray advantage in that moment. Anyways, Bullfrog, just in case there were any problems, and Zeke massively recycling almost every one of his buildings, is going to retreat all the way up to the north, slowly trying to kill off that building. C9 sends another Stingray back through the middle of the map. He's trying to eliminate all possible options, and he's still got 1 refinery, but no harvesters on this map. No one managed to get out an engineer. No one managed to get out a barracks, and I guess that is one downside for c9q9md. He could have sold his MCV over here, capped that oil derrick, and had a bit of extra income. Zeke, on the other hand, trying to get out a sentry gun. If he can, that might be enough to stop these 2 Stingrays. I'm not sure what the damage output of a sentry gun versus 2 Stingrays actually is. The MCV going to be going for the crush. C9q9md desperately trying to avoid that MCV crush. Out onto the water he goes. No more sentry guns as long as that MCV is packed up. And for now, the sentry gun will remain, kind of keeping secure that left side of that refinery. 2 Stingrays versus 2 as C9q9md's reinforcements show up. One of them is veteran on the side of Zeke. It gets targeted down there by C9q9md, and the damage is just barely not enough for that first Stingray of C9's to get the kill on Zeke Stingray. Molotov cocktails coming in here for the win as C9 going to now be pulling Stingrays from every direction that he possibly can to attack Zeke's base in the top left-hand corner. Casual encounter may not be the best map ever, but it is nice to see a little bit of a mix-up, to see Stingrays be the king of something. Another sentry gun coming up, low power mode as the reactor cancels the sentry gun, and Zeke has had it. If he could just get this sentry gun to be able to eliminate these Stingrays, he would have a chance. One Stingray gonna go down, the second Stingray inches away from death, he gets it! Zeke kills both Stingrays, he keeps his hope alive, trying desperately to get another reactor out. He's gonna start another refinery again, no oil derrick. If only either one of these guys had been able to sneak out, an engineer sneak out to get an oil derrick capture, that could provide them that extra bit of income. Refinery on the way. MCV selling. Zeke has had it. Zeke has been defeated, and C9q9md takes the casual encounter game number 1. We're going to be checking out at least one more casual encounter game in this video. And, well, hopefully you enjoy seeing the unorthodox action as C9q9md takes game number 1, and let's jump into our second match. And that sends us back to casual encounter for a different 1v1 in the North playing as the Orange Soviets. This is Side Pocket. Oh, a flak trooper first. A curious choice. We'll see if there's more to that. And in the South as the Purple Empire, this is Shinzo. This is possibly an actual AI. I'm not 100% sure. This might just be someone smurfing, but let's see how this goes. Right into a super reactor. Okay, this might be a flak trooper twin blade build. Let's see, because one refinery super reactor with this many flak troopers is very suspicious. Now, one thing that I did get sent 3 replays, and this one is from 2009. So the first one was from 2012. There was a middle one from 2020 that I abandoned partway through the recording. And yep, we have got ourselves an airfield, so this may very well be a brutal AI. Okay, yeah, based on that Defender VX position and this grouping of infantry, I think this is an actual AI, and someone uploaded a replay that they played versus AI, which ordinarily I wouldn't cover, but I'm actually really curious because I've never seen, I mean, we've seen flak trooper drops, but I've never seen a flak trooper drop rush with this big of a commitment. I mean, this is a big deal, this many flak troopers. So we'll see how our Empire player is able to handle it, and if he just falls to pieces, well, then it may indeed just be the AI was never designed to handle with that. Or if we see some good moves, maybe it does mean that it's just someone smurfing and trying to disguise themselves. I mean, I think C9q9md had the nickname Brutal Oleg for a while. I'm not 100% sure if that was him, but I know other people have done that as a smurf name, is use the name of the AI commanders in Red Alert 3 as their name. Still no second refinery. I mean, Side Pocket is definitely going for a weird build, but the fact that he went flak cannon with this many flak troopers on the ground and no second refinery yet is a little bit problematic. Engineer does cap the far oil derrick before going for the near oil derrick. And normally, I would say that this is like, this single barracks play is really bizarre. But honestly, in 2009, I have no idea what the multi-barracks kind of options actually were. Oh, he pressed F on that engineer too soon. The engineer ran out of breath. and goes into that vulnerable state, too far away from the oil derrick. All right, there is a naval yard, so there's always the possibility, and yeah, this is definitely, well, I don't know. The last game that I abandoned casting had someone who was kind of playing like this, and they definitely weren't an AI, but they were playing quite similar to this. This is a lot of burst drones. We'll see if they're able to detonate on these twin blades and do some real damage. Looks like they do about 20% damage. This is a lot of flak troopers here. They're going for the kill. They're going to need to get on top of these C-Wings, otherwise the C-Wings will burn them down. They go straight for the MCV. They force the pack up. Twin blades coming in here to try and clean out the harvester, but they're leaving the infantry to slice and dice through every single one of those flak troopers. But at the same time, the MCV goes down. One twin blade eliminated, and Shinzo, it looks like, still has an opportunity to come back with the twin blades targeting down the naval yard. That opportunity is going to disappear. Every single C-Wing in the sky here just circling around the aircraft instead of transforming to kill off these twin blades over here. And the flak trooper rush kind of continues as 3 more twin blades cross the pond. And are they going to be able to actually drop anything off? I'm not sure if they have anything. These burst drones are actually just clearing out these twin blades. He is literally defeating this attack with just burst drones. Twin blades going to jump on top of the power plant. They're going for the kill. They're going for the low power mode. It's not enough. There's 3 power plants here, maybe even a 4th one off to the right, and a sneaky 3rd expansion was set up in the north of this island, finally into low power mode. And yes, there were some flak troopers inside of one of those twin blades. The burst drones almost getting a kill on those twin blades, but I think it is now lights out. The power plants have gone down. The dojo will be eliminated. And either way, this is either someone who is not very good, or it was indeed a brutal AI. Twin blade gets eliminated, but a couple of them have gone. One of them has gone heroic, gets those repairs, gets those extra power, that extra bit of damage from being heroic. And unless our Empire player has managed to sneak something out, then no production facilities. Harvesters would be literally his only way of crossing the map and killing the other guy. Could go for the C-Wing kill, but that flak cannon is going to present some problems, and the MiGs are also going to be quite difficult to deal with. So at this point, I think our Empire player is knocked out, but we got to see some Stingray matches, and then we got to also see, ooh, he unloads a big group of flak troopers as well. They go for the Skywings for just a moment before clearing out that refinery, and this Imperial Warrior should be bonsai charging through all of those flak troopers. And the flak troopers do get the kill on that harvester. Twin blades still circling around, still trying to find their last targets, and looks like everything just about has been sold off. That refinery in the north going to be the last bastion of hope for our Empire player. Unfortunately, he built a bunch of naval stuff that can't cross over like tsunami tanks can to then go and kill the stuff on land. And Side Pocket never built a naval unit. It's all Air Force and infantry building those flak troopers, giving him a huge punch of power, and I think this is going to be it. There we go. I'm going to guess that is an AI, and that will do it for this game, for these 2 matches on Casual Encounter. 1 real and 1 a demonstration of a flak trooper drop rush. And yeah, that income graph just completely almost flat with only 1 refinery, no oil derricks under his control. Side Pocket takes the win in this quickie match. So sign up for the tournament if you want to. December 18 and 19. Bunch of prizes up for grabs, bunch of random draws as well. Hopefully the action is good. And I mean, hey, it's 3 events, so maybe you get lucky in one of them and you get a random prize, and maybe in another one you can win a couple of games and get into the prize winnings. We shall see. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and this is Cyber signing out.